Welcome back to Cockburn Ice Arena, hockey fans. This is Chris Langell bringing you the play-by-play of this GINSBERG game between New South Wales. That was the last game. Queensland and WA. Queensland defending the goal to my right, camera right. They're the designated home team for this game. WA, the goal to the left. The lineups for today's game: WA, Kai Williams, the alternate captain, number 6. Wes Bavin, number 7. Rowan McNamara, number 8. Number 9, Corbin Barber, the other A. Number 11, Wayne Yeo. Number 12, Kylie Scrow. Number 13, Pekino, the captain. Number 15, Reggie Bowers. Number 17, Elijah Wu. Number 33, Maya Farrell. Number 55, Harrison Buderick. Number 61, Hyson Huang. Number 66, Timothy Wang. Number 71, Quinn Franklin. Number 77, Ezra Poe. Number 91, Morris Liu. 34, Anderson Magro. And 88, Ben Smith, the goaltenders. Head coach, Paul Graham. Assistants, Darren Coach and Finley Gordon. And team manager, Taryn Barber. For Team Queensland, number 2, Jackson Carter. Number 12, Henry Juszka. Number 13, Jesse Dick. Number 14, Riley Gladz. Number 15, Isaac Lim. Number 17, Reese Martin. Number 21, Hendricks Ord Abatangelo. I think that's the pronunciation. Number 22, Mackenzie Wimett. Number 23, Jordan Bolton. Number 25, Adrian Hernandez. Number 43, Isaac Janot. Number 51, Annalise Noor. Number 52, Matthew Charnley. Number 55, Theodore Miller. Number 57, Hamish Corser. Number 61, Griffin Hicks. Number 64, Tom Slade. And number 87, Caden Bolton. Knox Lloyd and Charlie O'Connor, your goaltenders. Damian Bright, the head coach. James Carter, the alternate, along with assistant Lisa McMahon. Team manager, Rochelle Dick. And equipment manager, Bart Gladitz. Just waiting for Esports Desk update to identify the starting goaltenders for the game today. Possibly Migro for WA, and we're not sure on the Queensland squad. As we wait for the opening face-off, 40 seconds to go in the warm-ups. Officials for today's game, referee is, I think there might have been a late change on that. And again, just waiting for the scheduled update on Esports Desk so I can get the final officials. Still not updating. Software is great when it works. So is technology. That's okay. It'll update in a minute or two. I'll come back to you to confirm the officials. I think there might have been a late change to the game, to the officials. Just waiting to confirm. Hey. Is that Nick?
No, I'm Nick. That's Luke. We switched.
There we go. Getting confirmation. Luke Power as the referee, Owen Coral and Nick Eyre manning the lines for today's game. A 3-official system for this GINSBERG round robin match between Queensland and WA. Queensland's already lost 1 to Victoria. New South Wales loses to WA and beats Queensland. Western Australia over Victoria in the game yesterday. And then what we just saw prior to this game, Victoria defeating New South Wales. Western Australia up against there we go. I got the pronunciation. I can see it on the screen. It's just getting it from my brain to my mouth that sometimes is the difficulty. So I apologize. I'll probably butcher it a few more times, but I'll do my best to make sure I get it. Abba Tangelo. Ord Abba Tangelo. There you go. I should have it now. Anyways, off the opening draw, Queensland, they bring it out of their zone, dump it into the WA zone. That doesn't get to the red line, and that'll go for icing. To start off this first period, 36 seconds in, Queensland back into their zone. For a face-off, it'll come to the left of the goaltender, and that looks like in goal. Again, I don't have numbers on my team sheet. I have to wait for eSports Desk to update it. Face-off comes out into the into the neutral zone, back to the WA zone, up onto the wing. Tries a little dump pass, backhand at the blue line. That was number 9 for WA. Barber can't connect. Out comes WA on the forecheck. As Queensland goes for a change, back to the blue line, back to the into the Queensland zone. Fired, shot on goal. Glove save by the goaltender, an easy one off the shot from just inside the blue line, outside the dots. Face-off will come to the right of the goaltender. Won by WA. Bavin, he takes it to the half boards, loses his balance and goes down. Kept in at the blue line. That's number 6 with it. Winds up for it, loses control of it, and back comes Queensland down the right side, over the blue line, into the zone, gets the backhand to the front of the net. Oh, and a 1T tap in off the pads of the goaltender. Good save. Back into the corner it goes. That's number 23, Jordan Bolton after it. He puts the backhand back to the blue line. Ouimet, he keeps it in. Picked up by WA and rimmed around the boards. After it is number 6 for WA. Chipped off the boards. Out comes WA. Bavin can't get his stick on it. Delayed offside. Back into the zone. Again, just out of the reach of Bavin. Back down it comes into the WA zone. Is that going to slide for icing? No, it doesn't. WA picks it up, lifts the stick of the Queensland player, gets control of it. In the corner, spins around, tries to get it up the boards. Trapped. 51 or 55. Harrison Buderick out to the neutral zone. Ouimet, he picks it up. He gets taken down, and that'll draw a penalty. As sliding for that puck was Wes Bavin, and he's going to go to the box for 2 or less for that one. Just an unfortunate play for the young forward.
7 yellow, 2 minutes tripping.
As he just slid into the Queensland player and took out his legs. And he'll come to the box and put Queensland on a power play early in this game. 2:19 to go in the period. Face-off won by Queensland. Fired off the draw, right into the chest pad of the goaltender. It looks like that's number 34, Anderson Magro. Back to the blue line. Queensland pick it up off the shin pads of number 15, Bowers. Into the corner, back to the blue line. Picked off. Out comes number 8 with it. Down the left side, Rowan McNamara. He gains the line, hits the linesman's skates, and out it comes. Into the zone, offside. Back on the ice for the power play at 10:19 will be young Wes Bavin. Played a little bit of pickup hockey with his dad, former Thunder player. To the blue line, down the right side. That's number 55 for Queensland, Miller. They get it in deep, fired and blocked. Back comes WA, looking on the penalty kill option. Puck intercepted, back into the zone. Shot off the shin pads, and that's Farrell. After it into the corner. Puck comes behind the net. That's number 14. Tries the wraparound play. Good pad by the goaltender, Magro. Back to the blue line, D to D. Good stick by WA to block that puck. Back it goes to the blue line. Farrell, she gets it out over the line. Number 11 can't catch up to it. Back into the zone it goes. It's number 55, just over the blue line. Back to the point, Ouimet. He winds it, gets it into the face-off dot. Back to the blue line. Back into the corner it goes. Up onto the wing, number 11. He chips it past the D, and down he goes. 1-on-2, and Ouimet comes back to pick it up. Back into the zone. 10 seconds to go in this power play. And then Bavin's back on the ice, fired. Wide of the goal. That rims around. And down the ice, and out goes Bavin. That penalty is killed. Back comes number 51, Noor. She puts it over the blue line. Back out of the zone it goes. Back with it is number 2, Jackson Carter. Setting up behind the goal. Gets it up to the blue line. Lou, he reverses it to himself. Fires it to the blue line off the skate of the WA player at the blue line. Dumped back into the zone. That's number 2 after it again. Carter into the corner, up onto the half boards. Picked off. Out comes WA. Flipped ahead. Skating onto it is number 77, Poe. He gets it to the front of the net. Just misses the stick of Barber. Picked up, toe drag move, back to the front of the net, in behind, looking for an option. Back to the blue line it goes. Winds up for a wrist shot, looking for a deflection. Doesn't get it, it goes wide. Back to the blue line, number 31 that is. Takes the shot towards the goal, just wide of the post. WA with some pressure now. Coming out of the zone, that was number 13, Jesse Dick. To the half boards and just out into the neutral zone. Number 71, Franklin, gets it over onto the far wing, breaking over the blue line down the left side. 91 cuts to the net, has the puck knocked off the stick, back to the blue line, fired towards the front of the net. Looks like we might have a penalty. That's going to go, I think, to Queensland. That's number 22, Ouimet, being escorted to the box. Didn't see what happened.
2 minutes interference.
2 minutes for interference. Might have played the stick that the WA player dropped, but I didn't see the actual play. 8:41 to go in the period. Off the puck drop. WA wins the draw, back to the blue line. That comes out. Delayed offside. They'll have to clear the zone. That gives Queensland a chance to kill a few seconds. Corser around the boards. Fired down the ice. After it, number 21, Ord Abachatangelo. Think I've got that one now. That's a tongue twister, sorry. And thanks for the hints. Queensland shot wide of the goal. Victoria pressing on the penalty kill here. Behind the net, 2 Queensland players battling for that puck out into the slot. That's to number 14, can't get the puck away. Back into the neutral zone, it gets played to Corser. Corser over to his D partner on the penalty kill. He'll have to take it behind the net. trying to rim it up the boards to the blue line, not out. A move at the half boards, back to the front of the net. That misses everybody, goes to the far side. Number 55 after it. He can't win the battle, and down the ice it goes, and a breakaway. Back on it comes the WA player. He takes down his man. That's going to be a penalty. Are we going to see the penalty shot? Yes, we do. The referee puts the arms up, and in on goal all alone was Hendricks Ord-Abatagello, and gets the penalty call. And he'll get the first penalty shot of this tournament, I believe. So a penalty shot on the penalty kill. On the lead pass. So no assist awarded, but certainly could be if it were possible. Makes the move to the left, off the pads of the goaltender. Just a bit too slow on making that move, and he puts it off the pads. No need to hang your head, young man. You had a good effort there. The WA players went back to tap the pads of their goaltender. Dodging a bullet there. Still on the power play is WA, 38 seconds to go. Face-off won by Queensland. Oh, that had a chance to go, and Magro had to be careful on that. Back into the corner. Queensland aggressive on this penalty kill. Back to Carter. He winds up, takes the shot. That's deflected wide. Kept in at the blue line by Corser. He takes it behind the net. Fired back down the ice to the blue line, but not out. Who has the power play here? Queensland pressing. Trying to get it to the front of the net. Again, looking at that jam play. Puck is loose. Out to the blue line. WA now at the break. Out comes number 11. He goes down the left side. 2 Queensland players on him. The penalty's over. And Queensland definitely had the better opportunities than WA in that power play. To the front of the net. Oh, off the post. I think that went off the post. Back to the front of the net. They get the puck. Trying to get it to the blue line for a shot. Trapped in the zone. Blocked. Oh, tried for a one-timer, number 15. And probably should have stopped that. And got a decent shot on goal. Ouimet back into the zone. Takes the shot off the shoulder of Magro. Fired off the boards. Kept in the zone as number 11 couldn't get it out. Fires it down the ice. Won't go for icing as it was deflected. WA goes for some changes. Out comes Queensland. Almost kept in at the blue line. Not quite as number 11 goes down. Back into the zone. Makes the move to the outside. Draws a penalty to the front of the net. And it looks like Queensland's going back to the box. Number 2 with the stick between the legs of Rowan McNamara. And he'll go to the box for 2 or less. 5:32 to go in the period. 5-2 shots on goal by the home side. The home side being Queensland for this game. Face off to the left of the goaltender. I still haven't gotten confirmation of who is in goal for Queensland. Waiting for eSports Desk update. Franklin gets it to the blue line. Waits for his man to go get back on side. That was number 8 with it. Picked off in the zone. Swings back. That's number 13 with it. Gets it back into number 9. He gets taken down. Poe, he gets it to the front of the net. Oh, and just misses one. Fired from the blue line. Blocked. Back comes Queensland. Ord-Abatagello in on the play. Muscled out of the play by number 91. He picks up the puck. Back down the ice on the rush. Abatagello looks tired coming back. Fired over the net. Around the boards. Kept in. Behind the goal. Into the corner. Back to the front of the net. They can't get control of it. Back comes Ouimet. He's got a break down the left side. can't control the puck, or he would have been able to cut to the net. Tries to get it behind and wrap it around. Good stick by the goaltender to the blue line. As the Queensland player and WA player battle for it. Into the zone. That's number 77. Poe takes the shot. Rebound. Another shot. Rebound. Better effort for WA on this penalty or power play. Back to the blue line. Number 91. He can't get it. And breaking out with it. Queensland 2-on-1. Takes the shot low. Bounces off the pad. Into the glove of the goaltender. Just confirmed Charlie O'Connor in goal for Queensland to start this game. Face-off won by WA. Down the ice comes, that's number 7, Bavin. He tries to get it to the front of the net. Goes off a stick. He takes it behind the net. Penalty just about over. Back comes Queensland. That's Corser. Cuts down the left side. Beats his man. Takes it to the net. Goes behind. Penalty's over. Teams at even strength. Out comes WA. They can't get it out over the blue line. 3:20 to go in this first period. WA fired a lead pass up onto the wing to Wes Bavin. He can't catch up to it. Makes his way to the line, but not over it for icing. And back comes Queensland. 3-on-2. They get it across. That's number 84, I think, or 64. Tom Slade to the front of the net. A backhand clearance attempt. Weak. Doesn't get over the line. That's number 6 with it. Gets it out. Now he comes down. Makes a move at the blue line. 2-on-1. Takes the shot towards the net. Blocked. Back into the corner. Back comes Queensland. That's number 55 with the puck. Loses control of it. Back comes WA. Down the left side. Battling with number 52, I think that was. Or 55 for Queensland. Kept in at the blue line. Chipped across into the middle. Off the skate, back comes number 2, the alternate captain, Carter, over the blue line. He can't get control of it. Number 8 gets it out over the blue line, fired in off the mask of the WA player, and bounces out over the blue line. Reverses to the blue line, not out. And back comes WA, as they're coming down the left side, just offside, as number 8, Rowan McNamara, got trapped over the blue line. 1:45 to go in this first period. Puck won back by Queensland. They clear the zone. Down the left side. Puck off the back of Wu. Up in the air. Lucas picks it up. Wu chips it ahead. He's down the ice with his teammate. Wu over the blue line. Number 17 off the blocker. Number 11 fires it. That goes behind the net. Gets taken down behind the goal. There's going to be a penalty on the play. As number 17, Elijah Wu, gets knocked down from behind into the goal. And coming to the box on the penalty, that's number 13 for Queensland, Jesse Dick.
13 white, 2 minutes, illegal body check.
Face-off will come back into the Queensland zone to the left of O'Connor. Minute and 18 seconds to go in the period. Won by WA to the front of the net. No WA sweater there to pick it up. Poe, he gets his stick on it, loses it, controls it with his skate behind the goal. That's Barber, I think. Number 9 can't catch up to it. Back comes Queensland. That's the captain, Wimet. He tries a toe drag. Can't get control of it. Back behind the net, it goes up onto the wing. Aquino breaking up through the middle, cuts towards the middle of the ice, toe drag, gets it on the backhand, tries to get a backhand away. Back to the front of the net it comes, to the blue line. Racing for it is the Queensland penalty killer. Can't get it into the zone. Down it comes. Taken down on the play is number 55, Miller, and WA will go to the box. Fired into the zone deep, 20 seconds to go in the period. And that'll do it. WA back to the box. Number 71 for hooking.
Two minutes hooking.
Quinn Franklin for hooking. 19 seconds to go in the period. They'll play 4-on-4. Puck goes behind the goal. Back to the front of the net. To the front of the net. Score! Buzzer beater. 11 seconds to go. As play behind the net. Queensland gets the first goal of this game. Martin standing in the front. I believe that might have been Ouimet that got the puck to him. We can see on the replay here, right to the front of the net. See on the net cam. That's number 21 behind the goal, gets it in front. And number 17 down on one knee to bury that puck. That's Reese Martin from Ord Abatangelo. WA on the attack. That'll do it for the period as time expires. 11 seconds to go in that period. And Queensland scores the go-ahead goal. So, after the break, just a brief break for the players to get their breaths and the coaches to pass on some wisdom, as they say. Ah, look at that. Esports desk is up to date now. So, first period. Goal by number 17, Martin, assisted by Ord Abatangelo. Power play goal. Actually, it was 4-on-4 with 11 seconds to go. 1-0 Queensland. 8-6 the shots on goal for Queensland. 1 for 3. It says power play, but I believe that was a 4-on-4 goal, so no power play. Penalties to Bavin for tripping, 12-19. Ouimet for interference at 8:41. Huang for slashing at 7:19. Carter for tripping, 5:32. My screen went backwards for some strange reason. Dick for body checking, 1:18. And Franklin, Western Australia, for hooking at 19 seconds. So, yeah, it was a 4-on-4 goal, not a power play goal. Scored. They'll come back and get set up for the start of the second period. As they get set up at center ice, 4-on-4 hockey. And that'll be for the next, to figure that one out, 42 seconds. And then Queensland will go to a brief power play of about 59 seconds. At the blue line, 2 players collide and go down. Bavin and Martin. WA gets it out. Bavin, he got a breakaway. He's going down. Ouimet coming back hard. He gets the stick, blocks the play. Good defensive play by Ouimet not to take a penalty. And out comes Queensland. Back into the zone it goes. And the penalty for Queensland's over, and they'll go on a brief power play. Face off in the WA zone. Queensland. 14:46, a player was supposed to come on, and he did. WA will come out of the box at 13:19 as we continue to deal with the glitchy penalty time clock on the scoreboard. You can see it's advancing like 10 seconds at a time rapidly. To the front of the net, big rebound off the pads. Another shot, off the shoulder. Magro didn't see that till the very last second. Back to the blue line it goes, kept in. WA, 13:19, we're waiting for WA to get out of the box. Behind the net, picked up by WA, number 55, to the front of the net. And a good chance by Queensland. It comes free, Corser, he tries to get it. Bavin, he gets checked. Bavin, he picks it up to the front of the net. He gets taken down, and now he's drawn a penalty. And Queensland will go to the box. And in 9 seconds, Franklin will be out of the box.
55 white, 2 minutes, trip in.
That penalty to number 5 for Victoria. 55, Theodore Miller. 9 seconds to go. Face-off won by WA to the front of the net. WA out of the box, that's Franklin. Queensland now on a penalty kill as Franklin gets back into the WA zone for the puck. Stops up behind his goal, looking for the breakout. Gets it up onto the boards. Pass missed. Back to Ouimet. He stops up, fires it down the ice, and WA will have to go back for it again. Up onto the wing. Poe, he crosses the line. Takes a big hit. He'll draw another penalty as the puck gets fired on goal. And Queensland's going to go to the box again for an illegal body check. So 5-on-3 for 1 minute and 13 seconds for WA. And he comes to the box with a bit of a sheepish grin on his face.
14 white, 2 minutes, legal body checking.
So 14 white. Riley Glads. 5-on-3. Great opportunity for WA on the power play. They've struggled just a bit. Puck one back to the blue line. Intercepted by Corser. He takes it out and backhands it down the ice. Back for it is Franklin. Picking it up, number 11. Makes the move. Past the forechecker. Lou, he goes over the blue line, takes the shot, draw drag, takes it through the legs. Intercepted on a good defensive play. Back comes Franklin. Into the zone. Poe waiting for it at the blue line. Down the wing. Oh, that'll go offside. As number 9 for WA loses his balance at the blue line. Slides over the line before the puck for an offside. 28 seconds to go in this 5-on-3. Face off just outside the Queensland zone. Won by WA and pushed forward. In goes number 12, I think that is. Takes it behind the goal. Tries the jam play. To the front of the net. Scores! Number 8 for WA, Rowan McNamara. Scores the tying goal on the power play. That's the first penalty. WA still on the power play for another minute and 6 seconds. Nice goal by the forward as the puck gets to the front of the net. Here we can see on the net cam, behind the goal, puts it in front, right onto the stick of McNamara, and he just has to shovel it into the open goal. 5-on-4 now for a minute and 6 seconds. Back on the ice, 10:41 is number 14 for Victoria. Face-off win over the blue line. Blue, he gets the puck deep, but picked up by Queensland, rimmed around the boards to the blue line. That's a move. Martin, he can't get control of it, and back into the zone it goes, fired by Bowers. Woo. This is interesting. 4 WA players back at the blue line. Breakout pass up the wing. They can't get control of it, and offside is the call as Miller touched the puck on his way out of the zone. WA needs to get more bodies into the zone on that forecheck when they got the man advantage like that. They can't just sit back at their own blue line. Off the face-off. Bavin, he gets it across the line, takes it wide to the left. Behind the goal. Oh, to the front of the net. That puck sits there loose for a brief second. Back down the ice it goes, right on goal. Magro had to be careful with the paddle. 10 seconds to go in the power play. WA might get one more opportunity. Up onto the wing. Over the blue line. Shot high and wide. And the penalty expires. Onto the ice comes Glads. He's rushing back into the play. Back to the front of the net. Puck is loose. Fired towards the goal. Around the boards. Up onto the wing. Kept in at the zone, at the line. Cross the line. Number 55 for WA. Buderik, he gets it up to the blue line. Wang can't get control of it. Puck is loose again. Back into the neutral zone. Cross to Wang. Wang makes the move. Cuts back into the middle. They can't get control of it. Queensland does. Oh, it gets to the front of the net. Loose. Puck is there. They score. As a misplayed puck in front of the net, WA pounces on the rebound and pokes it through the pads of the goaltender, O'Connor. As you can see here, the puck is loose, and it looks like it might have been number 10 that got a stick on that. I'm not sure. For the go-ahead goal in this second period, 9:54 to go. Face off back to Ahmet. He takes it back into his zone behind the goal. Stretch pass up onto the wing. Ord Abatangelo tries to get it across. Great stick by the defense as they reach up to knock off the pass, intercept the pass. Ahmet, he turns. Comes up against 2 WA defenders. Off the skate. Back into the zone it goes. Back to the blue line. Ord Abatangelo. Picked off by number 13. Down the right side. WA takes the shot high and wide. Just missed by the goaltender. Back into the zone it goes, cutting across the slot. High shot, oh, and I think the blocker save there by the goaltender just saved a goal there. Back into the zone. Franklin, he chips it up the board. Tipped and left for the WA forward. Out of the zone, we're going to have a penalty for an illegal body check again, I think. As number 11 for WA is coming to the box. 91 went through his man trying to get to the puck. And that's 91.
2 minutes legal body contact.
Morris Lou, 2 minutes or less for illegal body contact. 8:44 to go in the period. Queensland on a power play. Off the blocker, fired up the boards to the blue line, kept in, shot, deflected in front. That had a chance. Back to the blue line it goes. Tipped ahead. They can't get it out. Back into the corner. WA gets control of it, trying to get out of the zone. They do. Down the wing. 3-on-1 on the penalty kill. Fired wide. And down, back it comes, up the boards. WA has to get back on the back check. Miller on the attack, gets the blue line, takes the shot. That goes off the shin guard of Franklin, behind the goal. Battling in front and then fired down the ice. A minute to go in this Queensland power play. Rimmed around the boards. Ouimet picks it up, makes the move, goes down the right-hand side. He's got open ice, takes it over the blue line, cuts to the goal, fires it around the boards. That's going to come out over the blue line. WA now with a 2-on-1 over the blue line. That's Poe, he gets it in deep. McNamara back on the penalty kill. Almost picks that play off. Dick over the blue line. He takes a shot well wide. Back into the far corner. WA battling the Queensland player for the puck. Back to the blue line, down the middle of the ice. Takes the shot. That's wide. Number 55 with it. Back to the front of the net. Ouimet banging his stick on the ice for it. To the front of the net. Puck is loose. That goes into the corner. 3 seconds to go in the power play. Back comes WA. Penalty's over. Lou's back on the ice. Poe fans on it. It goes and gets it into the corner behind the net. McNamara. Back comes Queensland. All even, 5 aside now. Ord Abatangelo gets it to the far side, just into the feet of the Queensland forward as he was looking for the one-timer. Back to the blue line. Shot wide. Back for it is number 17, Elijah Wu. He carries it out to the blue line, gets past his man, chips it, can't get it past the D. Good D there by the Queensland defense. Farrell goes back for it, takes it behind the net, up onto the wing, picked up by WA. That's number 11, Lou, the penalty who just come out of the box from the penalty box, cuts back towards the middle, 1-on-3, can't get it to go. Back in the zone it goes. They can't get it. Back comes Ouimet over the blue line, takes the shot right into the glove of Magro as he was sliding one way, reached back for it and snagged it for the stoppage. .5:34 to go in the period. That goal by Williams, that assisted to put WA up 2-1 after McNamara tied it from Wu and Yao. Power play goal at 11:47. Face-off won by Queensland. That goes behind the net. Down the ice it comes. WA in pursuit as it's picked up by Queensland. Martin makes a nice little move at the blue line. Takes the shot low. Off the pads. Farrell can't get it. To the front of the net. Trying the jam play again. Loose puck in the slot. Back comes Lou. Down the left side, or right side to McNamara. He takes the low shot on goal. That bounces up off the stick. Back towards the goal, just wide. 4:52 to go in this second period. Miller, another nice little move, fires it towards the goal wide. After it is number 12, Juszka, fired up the wing, just misses Bavin, and that's going to go for icing. Right idea, but caught Bavin turning the wrong way and couldn't catch up to that puck. Back into the WA zone, 4:31 to go. 14-12 shots on goal in favor of Queensland. 2-1 the score in favor of WA. Carter and Ouimet back on D. WA break it out. Down the ice is Bavin. He crosses the line, gets it in his skates, loses control of it, overskates it. Back comes Queensland. Bavin, he takes his man down, no penalty on the play. Into the zone. Back comes number 25 with it. Hernandez, he fires it towards the goal, goes wide. Behind the goal, gets it to the front, into the high slot, picked off by WA, and they're going down the ice. That's Bavin. He can't get control of it. Taken over by Wang. Backhand pass to number 6, Williams, and back comes Queensland. Fired right into the glove again of goaltender Magro. 3:40 to go in the period. WA just can't seem to penetrate that Queensland defense. Big bodies of Ouimet and Ouimet is the only name I can think of right now, and I know there are others. Back to the blue line, backhand towards the front of the net. Fired, and that bounces up, and Magro had to be sharp on that one, as he had Ord Abatangelo breaking to the front of the net. I think that's who that was. Yes, it was. To the face-off dot. Up against number 7. Fired on net as Bavin. He needs to take that center. He skated past him looking for that puck that he tried to chip ahead. And Abatangelo got it again on goal. Back to the blue line. Deflection off the stick of Bavin from the shot, on the shot from Ouimet. That goes harmlessly into the glove of Magro. Face-off win this time by WA. Just misses Bavin as he breaks out over the blue line, putting pressure on the Queensland D. Ouimet, he gets it up onto the wing to number 13. Dick gets it again towards the net. Oh, that bounces off the base of the outside of the post and was loose for a second. Magro didn't control it right away. 2-1 the score. 3:09 to go in the second period. WA goes for a change. Back into the zone. For the faceoff to the left of Magro. Pequeno goes in. Queensland wins the draw, but WA almost wins the loss. Number 2 takes the shot right into the chest of the goaltender. The puck is loose. Trying to get it to the front of the net. They do. Shot high off the chest again of Magro as he's making save after save here as WA can't get out of the zone. Behind the goal, number 77 chips it off the board. That's Poe. He can't catch up to it. Out to the blue line. Now WA gets it out of the zone. Down the right-hand side. That's number 13 with it. Loses control of it. Puck poked off the stick. Back into the zone. That's offside. As number 9, Barber, was trapped deep. And Poe just didn't see him. Queensland goes for a change. And 2:31 to go in the period. 18-12 shots on goal in favor of Queensland. One back to WA defense, just pokes it forward. That's Franklin. Poe, he gets it past the Queensland forwards. Number 25 battles in the corner. Off the skate of the WA player, can't get it to the front of the net. And WA had backed off the blue line. That's Franklin. Fires it in. And Barber is offside on the play. So they'll repeat this face-off outside the blue line. Face-off one. D to D, picked off, poked ahead. Down goes Barber as he slipped. Poe, he gets it, tries to get it back to the front of the net, does, just goes wide as Barber was on the back door. Back to the blue line. Number 7, high shot, looking for the deflection. And the goaltender snags that puck. Charlie O'Connor for the stoppage. Just above the pad. Good crowd on hand for this Thursday afternoon. Face-off win back to the blue line. Into the zone. Bowers behind the net. McNamara, he's forcing his player, trying to get the turnover. On the half boards, down goes WA player, number 17, McNamara. He knocks it down. That'll be a hand pass. And it'll come outside the blue line for a face-off. As the puck knocked down by McNamara, I think, and his teammate, Wu, picked it up. It might have been Bowers that knocked it down. McNamara picked it up. 1:33 to go in the period. Trying to push the puck ahead. Ord Abitangelo does, in on goal. Oh, and Magro had to be careful with that as he set it up for Farrell, and she skated past it. Almost bounced into the WA goal for an opportunistic goal from Queensland. Into the chest of Magro. A long shot by Ouimet. Just looking for that face-off. Possible deflection from the blue line. 1:10 to go. Back to the blue line. Ouimet gets it on goal. Again, Magro right in the right spot. Blocks it in his chest protector and smothers it for a face-off to the left of the goaltender. Face-off win by Queensland. Back to the blue line. Stick on puck by number 17, Wu, as Queensland tries to get it to the front of the net. Back to Ouimet. Knocked off his stick as he's trying to get it behind the goal. He does, brings it back to the front of the net. Reverses back into the corner. Back to the blue line. Queensland fires it across crease to the front of the net. Magro with a blocker save. McNamara battling for it. He can't get his stick on it. Back to the blue line. Wu lifts the stick of Ouimet. Yao that was. Back into the zone, 18 seconds to go. Ouimet takes it behind his net. Yao off his skate. Oh, that bounced in front by the side of the net, and I don't think O'Connor saw that. Farrell, she's back for it. Ord Abitangelo can't get it. Fired into the neutral zone off the skate of the referee, and that'll do it. The horn sounds for the end of the second period. Queensland pressing late in that period to try and get this equalizer after WA scored 2 quick goals. And we'll take the break as the goaltenders bump pads. Fist bump at the blue line or center red line. Again, a nice show of sportsmanship, very appreciated by certainly this announcer and hopefully the crowd. With that, we'll take a 15-minute break for the ice cut, and we'll be back to bring you the exciting conclusion to this game, the third period puck drop, and the second period summary. For Cass Edwards and Riley Langell on the camera, This is Chris Langell. We'll see you then. Perfect timing. Welcome back to Cockburn Ice Arena, folks. Chris Lange bringing you the play-by-play as Finley Gordon makes his way in front of me to the bench for WA, the assistant coach. Teams lining up at center ice. That second period, goal by McNamara from Wu and Yao. Power play goal, 11:47 to go in the period. Then Williams, unassisted, put WA ahead. Bang play in front. 9:54. Western Australia 2, Queensland 1. Out shooting Western Australia 14-6 was Queensland for a two-period total 22-12. 1 for 5 on the power play for both teams. And that does it on the statistical front. Penalties, Miller for tripping, Gladys for body checking, Lou for body checking, and that's it. We're all even. 5-on-5 into the zone. Goes the puck in pursuit. I need my handy reference sheet. Puck gets fired down the ice. That'll go for icing. Face-off comes back to the left of Charlie O'Connor, the goaltender. False start on that draw as number 13 for Queensland. Changes location. Jesse Dick. Face-off win by Queensland. Battling in the corner. Behind the net, Queensland. Good stick on puck by number 6, McNamara. Back into the corner to the blue line. Huang, he pinches. Chips it into the zone, kicks it to the front of the net. Puck is loose briefly. Out of the zone it comes. Martin up looking for the long stretch pass. Lord Abatangelo gets it in deep. Or I believe that might have been number 12, Duksha. Back to the blue line. Out comes Yao. Or that's Lou. Over the line. 61. Fires it on net. Into the glove of O'Connor. That was Griffin Hicks with the shot. WA and Queensland both go for changes. Face-off will go to the right of O'Connor. Face-off won by Queensland behind the goal. That's 51 gets it to the front of the net. Out comes Queensland. Good back check, back pressure by WA. Down goes number 61. Hicks, but gets it deep into the corner, past the Queensland player, reversing back into the zone. That's number 8 with it, McNamara. Out into the neutral zone. No, it's number 7, Wes Bavin. Dushka, he gets it into the center of the ice. That's number 55 with it, Miller. And that comes back into the zone. Offside is the call. 13:06 to go in this third period. Teams battling in the neutral zone for that puck. Just got stuck in over the line was the Queensland forward. Face-off win by Queensland. Bavin, he picks up the loose top puck. Down on it is Wimet. He kicks it back to his teammate. Into the zone, up to the blue line. Back comes WA. Cuts back towards the middle. That's Wang. He gets it in. Bavin can't get it. Back comes Wimet. He gets pinched out along the boards. The puck goes in behind him, and that'll be offside again. WA goes for a change. McNamara, Yao, and Wu. Bowers and Farrell back on D. Queensland sticking with their lineup. Won by WA, kick forward and into the WA zone by Queensland. off onto the wing to McNamara. Picked up by Wu, number 17. He gets it to the line, but not over. And brought in offside by Yao. So play restricted to the neutral zone right now as both teams struggling to get it over the blue line. Sometimes you have to just chip it and chase it to get possession in the zone. Face-off win onto the stick of the WA player. That's number 8 with it, McNamara. Behind the net, out comes Queensland with speed. Back checking is WA. Back down to the right, to the front of the net, off the shin pad. To the front of the net, loose. The puck is loose in the crease. They can't get it into the goal, and yes, it's a goal as Ouimet pokes it into the cage off the scramble to tie this game. And the officials will confer on this one just to see whether being in the crease was an issue. Magro's mask was knocked off, but it was signaled a good goal. They will still confer with each other about it. That's Luke Power, the referee, along with Nick Eyre and Owen Coral, as they're chatting about it, trying to ignore the noise from the benches. See what the decision is. They are definitely discussing it in detail. Looks like a goal. Ties the game up at 2 early in the second period. Coach Paul Graham looking for an explanation. Just questioning the standing in the crease side of things. And I think the rule is if the puck's in the crease is fair game for the players. I don't know that for a fact. It's my speculation and interpretation. So good goal. 2-all the score. 12:07 to go in the third period. Face off all even at center ice. McNamara takes it over. Fires it on net. Oh, that had a chance as it went under the blocker of O'Connor, but wide. Back into the corner, rimmed around the far side. Picking it up is number 17, Reese Martin. Gets it up the middle of the ice. WA gets it back into the Queensland zone. Behind the goal. The two 17s up against each other. Chipped up onto the boards. Still battling for it. Out to the blue line. Down it comes. Number 21, Ord Abatangelo, picked off. WA goes back over the blue line. That's number 13, gets his pocket picked, and back comes Queensland. McNamara on the puck. Puck is loose in the skates of the WA player, breaking out of the zone. Chipped off the stick of off the number 13 over the blue line to the front of the net. Takes the shot. That goes wide behind the goal. Back to the front of the net. Oh, scores! WA comes right back. I believe that was number 13. Put it off the glove of O'Connor, who was off his post. And that bounces in the net. George Pecchino with the goal. I'm gradually getting better with that name, I hope. The captain, he buries it. Sharp angle. Off to the right side of the goal with the Connor down. WA retakes the lead, 3-2. Chipped out of the zone, down the ice. Pecchino in pursuit. On number 51, Annalise Knorr. She takes it behind the net to the blue line. Not out. Kicked back in by WA. Back into the zone. That's number 6 with it. Gets it to number 13. Fired off the skate. Back into the zone it goes. Queensland, they try and get it out. They do get it out. Ord Abatangelo kicks it off his skate up onto his stick. Goes into the zone. Fires it behind the net. Rimmed around. That's number 66 after it. Poked ahead. WA with a partial break. Now they get it. Number 13 over the blue line. Makes the move to the middle of the ice. Takes the shot. Scores! That's number 13 for WA. The captain with his second goal in a row. Same shift. Pequeno, top shelf. Gets WA up 2 goals, 4-2 here in the third period. A response to that tying goal by Queensland. Timeout for Queensland. 10 minutes to go exactly in this third period. 24-15 shots on goal in favor of Queensland, although they're down 4-2 on the scoreboard. Just seeing some of the replays here. This is the goal, I think, by the first one by Pequeno. Off the post. No, it's the second one. High, top shelf. Where Mama keeps the peanut butter. Some people say cookies. I say peanut butter. Better for you. Cass usually laughs at my jokes, but she didn't have her headset on then. Four 4-2 the score. 2 goals by Pequeno, the captain. His first of the tournament at 10:58 from Yao and Williams. And then shortly thereafter, 58 seconds to be exact, Pequeno, his second from Poe, put WA up 2 goals. Back into the zone. Ord Abitagello gets it in deep. WA comes back. That's Bavin. He goes down. WA bench calling for a trip, but I think he just toe-picked and down he went. Franklin, he picks it up at the red line, gets it forward, picked up by Hernandez. He goes forward, gets past the WA defense, deep into the zone. Bavin back for it. He's checked by number 25 and number 17. Pokes it around the boards. Out to the zone he comes. Or Abitagello tries to block him. Into the zone it goes. No offside. Back comes Queensland. Into the WA zone. That's Wimet. He can't get past his check to the front of the net. Diving for that puck. The WA defense. Wimet fires it to the front of the net. Bounces into the crease. And Magro jumps on it for a stoppage. An aggressive play by number 22, the captain for Queensland, Mackenzie Wimet. Just failed to connect. Queensland looking to close this gap to 1 goal and then tie it. 8:56 to go in the period. Face off to the right of Magro. Won by WA to the blue line, but not out. Chipped back into the corner. Farrell, she goes down. Still banging away at the puck. She gets it under her stick and rims it around the boards. McNamara, I think that was. Yes, it was. Down the ice it goes. No icing. Queensland slow to get back to it. Goes into the corner. Number 13 again with that puck. McNamara dumps it in deep. Queensland struggling to get the puck out of their zone. Goes D to D behind the net, rims it around the boards. McNamara, he takes the shot towards the goal, blocked. Pequeno, another shot off the pad, over the net with the backhand. McNamara gets it back to the front of the net and picked off by Queensland, and down the ice it goes into the neutral zone. Delayed offside. Clear the zone, and back comes WA onto the stick of number 14. He can't get control of it. Back into the WA zone. A little toe drag. Nice move by the Queensland forward on the attack. Little toe drag move. Don't see that too often at this level. Good play. And the puck goes off the stick of McNamara over the boards into the WA net, or bench. 7:36 to go. 26-16, shots on goal in favor of Queensland, but they're down 2 goals, 4-2 to WA. Face-off win by WA, back to the blue line. Corser keeps it into the corner. Ord Abatangelo, he's battling the bigger number 61 for it, into the zone. That's Poe. He gets it to the blue line. Chip pass, back comes WA. They've got a 2-on-1. Quick to get back is the Queensland defender. To the blue line and out. Down comes Wimet with Abatangelo into the slot. Loose puck fired behind the goal. Chasing after it. WA, that's number 6 up on the half boards. Williams. Out comes WA. Down the ice, that's Poe. Checked by number 57, Corser. Corser playing defense. I believe he played forward in the DeFries tournament. Back into the zone. Queensland setting up. 6:33 to go. D to D. Corser looking for that stretch pass. Blocked in front as he put it off of number 11, Wayne Yao. And down the ice it goes. That's going to go for icing. WA will get some fresh legs on the ice. Queensland will have to go back and defend their end. 6:19 left in the period. Face off to the left of O'Connor. Won by Queensland on the breakout. Down the left side, number 17, Martin. He fires it into the far corner. After it, number 91, Morris Liu. He puts it behind the goal. Queensland reverses. Martin. Down goes the referee, Luke Powell. In front. Puck bounces onto the pads of Magro. And down goes the Queensland player. Looks like he might be struggling a bit to get up. It's up on one knee. Slowly up onto his feet. Ord Abatangelo. He's been a dynamic player in this game. Quickly becoming one of my favorite players, not just because of the difficulty I have saying his name and finally accomplishing that task, but he is a smart, dynamic little player. Quick and fast. Face off to the left of Magro. Back to the blue line, just kept in on the backhand. Knocked down by the WA player off the skate. Back to the middle of the ice. Number 55, he takes the shot. That gets deflected wide. Bounces behind the net. Number 91, he has trouble controlling it. Trying to get it back to the front of the net. That's 55 for Queensland. Miller, he gets it to the face-off dot. WA doesn't get it out. 91 for it. Morris Liu, he rims it around the boards. Waiting for it is number 7, Bavin, off his skate. Back behind the goal it goes. Fanning on that shot was Franklin. Up onto the boards. Good stick by Queensland to get it off the stick of Bavin. Bavin can't catch up to it. Back to the front of the net it goes. Out to the middle of the ice. Fired wide. Queensland now with a lot of pressure to the front of the net. Just missing on that one-timer. Bavin trying to get it up onto his skates. Both players overskated outside the blue line now. And in on goal. And Queensland has drawn a penalty. And they'll go to the box as contact made with number 6 for WA, Yao. And going to the box, number 61, I believe that was.
2 minutes, illegal body check.
That was Griffin Hicks, I believe, number 61. Penalty up on the board. 4:48 to go in this third period. WA on the power play. They win the draw. McNamara tries to get it back to the middle of the ice. Picked off by Queensland. They get it to the blue line. Not out. Pequeno, he comes in on goal looking for his hat trick. Deflected wide. Bavin in the corner. He pulls it back with his stick. Back comes Queensland to the blue line. They flip it out into the neutral zone over the stick of Farrell. Ouimet in pursuit. D to D, up onto the wing. Number 17, I think that was for WA. To the WA line and into the zone. Cleared by number 17. Back in on the delayed offside. Out of the zone it comes. That was number 17 with it, Elijah Wu. Back into the Queensland zone. Ouimet takes it back behind his net. Watched by Barber. Back into the zone. That was McNamara, not Barber. Pequeno watching his player. Back into the zone goes Ouimet, killing precious seconds off this penalty. Queensland, they get it to the line, but not out, and now they do. Back for it is McNamara. He battles with number 55 for the puck. Takes it to the net, right into the chest of the goaltender, Magro. Back on the ice is the penalty to number 61 at 2:48. So 40 seconds to go in this power play. Queensland with the best opportunity so far. Face off to the left of Magro. Won by WA, and out they come. Down the left side, beating his man, number 55, gets it to the front of the net, blocked by the defense and fired down the ice. 3:14 to go in the period. Up the wing to the blue line, not out, chipped back into the corner. Number 61 after it against number 13. He takes him out, and there's going to be another penalty to Queensland as big number 13 for Queensland, Jesse Dick, took the WA player into the boards behind the goal line.
Thirteen white, 2 minutes, boarding.
That's a boarding call. It just looked to me like a bit of a collision just off the boards. But at this level, those body checking calls are typically made. Face off controlled by WA, fired towards the net around the boards. After it is Wayne Yao. Gets it back to the blue line, bounces to the blue line, sits on the line, kept in. Back in it comes. That's Poe. He gets to the front of the net to Williams. Out comes Queensland. They backhand it down the ice, and back for it is Hamish Buderick. Into the corner, behind the goal. He stops up. No, he keeps going, rims it up around the boards. Puck comes loose to the front of the net. That's number 51, I think it is. Yao can't get it out. Now he does. He goes down the right side. Into the zone. Tries a backhand to the front of the net. Picked off by Williams. They can't get control of it. Back down the ice it goes. 2:09 to go in the period. A minute left in the power play. Back into the WA zone. They'll play it back here all day. Out into the neutral zone again. Off the backhand. Blocked. Back into the zone. Blocked again. And Williams, he takes it. Gets it forward to Poe. Poe onside. Fires it to the net. Low to the pad. Ouimet pinching or cherry picking up at the blue line. Looking to close this gap. Fires it wide. Good play by WA. Or Davatangelo, he misses, fires it over the blue line. Number 11 for WA. Can't get it to the front of the net. Does, into the high slot. Number 15 wide. Backhand shot. Sitting there on the goal line. Queensland get control of it, and back they come. That's the captain, 22, Ouimet. He's over the blue line. Takes the shot high into the glove of the WA goaltender. Good effort by the captain on the penalty kill to get that puck down the ice, and a face-off deep in the WA zone. They get a quick one here, and anything can happen with 1:07 left to go. Down 4-2. McNamara, he picks up the puck, fires it behind the goal. WA out of the zone, finally. Having a hard time getting that puck out of the zone consistently. 5-on-5 now the play. Fired down the ice. That's going to go for icing. Back into the zone. 48 seconds to go. Queensland is pulling the goaltender for the extra attacker. 6-on-5. Back onto the ice comes Ouimet. Takes his position on the blue line. No, he goes in on the face-off circle. Face-off win. Chipped. Fired off the shin pads of the defense. That's number 15 with the block. Reggie Bowers back into the corner. Farrell gets knocked down in front by the Queensland player. Out comes WA to the blue line. Pacino, he gets it back to Glads. Back to his defensive partner. Up onto the wing, deflected into the zone. Fired back down the ice, back into the zone. And that's touched by Ord Abatangelo, and that'll be an offside call. Face-off outside the blue line with 20 seconds to go. WA tying up the man on the puck into the zone, fired down the ice, looking for that empty net. Corser back for it. Back to number 14. He gets it up onto the wing to Miller. Miller, he gets it into the zone. 5 seconds to go. Ouimet over onto the wing. Good blocker save by Magro. And that'll do it. The final horn sounds and WA wins this game 4-2. It looked like Queensland had it all over them. Up 1-0 early. WA tied it, went ahead, and then Queensland went ahead again right away. Looked like Queensland was in the driver's seat. Then a power play goal, and shortly thereafter, the go-ahead goal by the captain, George Pacino, as the teams line up at center ice for the traditional handshake. And we'll go through the final numbers. Final score 4-2 in that third period. Scoring summary, Ouimet unassisted at 12:07. Pacino with his first of the tournament at 10:58 to make it 3-2 WA. Pacino again 58 seconds later from Poe to make it 4-2. The penalties in that third period hurt Queensland late. Body checking to Hicks with 4:48 to go. Boarding from Dick with 3 minutes to go. Kind of took away the wind out of their sails, unfortunately, but that happens in hockey. Final shots in the third period. Queensland out shooting WA 7-5 for a three-period total of 30-18. Western Australia 1 for 7 on the power play. Queensland 1 for 4. Final score 4-2 in this critical GINSBERG round robin. The teams will see each other again. Remember, the GINSBERG players or teams play 2 games against each other in this tournament because there's only 4 teams in the tournament. So coming up next, the Tange game between WA and ACT. I'll be taking a break for the rest of the afternoon, heading off to do some stuff in business. Taking over, I believe we might have Perth Thunder D-man Rob Hazelhurst, and forward starting for the Perth Thunder, Yannick Lodge, coming in to do commentary and play-by-play for this important game between WA and ACT. It's a must-win for WA if they have any hope to make it to final. That game will start after the ice cut, as we are a bit behind schedule, I believe. Possibly not. 2 o'clock it'll start. And we'll be back with the play-by-play on behalf of Cass Edwards in the booth. Riley Langell on the camera. This is Chris Langell. Riley needs to go. We'll wrap it up and we'll see you all then. And I'll be back tomorrow. Bye now.